Hi guys. So today we're gonna just look into the high scoring tasks in PTE exam. So in my subsequent video, I was talking about the different strategies, what are the preparation materials that can be used, the different Telegram groups that are there, where are the free mock tests available, what was my score, how I achieved it is what we looked into the previous video. So in this particular video, we would be looking into the high weightage task, and the reason being PTE is something which is an integrated scoring, right? So for example, if you do well in read aloud, repeat sentence, and few more speaking tasks, doesn't mean that it contributes only to speaking. It also contributes to other types like writing or listening or reading. So it is very important to understand the weightage of each one of these tasks so that you can focus on high weightage tasks and give less importance to the less weightage tasks which are available. Okay, so to begin with, let's look into speaking. The first is read aloud. As you see, it is 33%, which is really high. So it is essential that you get the maximum marks in read aloud. And to talk about read aloud, it's pretty simple. All you have to do is maintain a constant pace, be fluent, don't fumble, don't use any kind of a fillers while you're talking and read aloud, and just don't miss any words or don't add any words, right? And give pauses whenever there is a punctuation there. If you do just these simple things, I'm sure that you can score very good marks and read aloud. So I actually spoke in a very constant pace in my real exam where I got 90. All you have to do is maintain the pace as well as your tone. Okay, so you need not do too much voice modulation, like going into a high pitch or low pitch based on the importance of words. No, just speak in a flat tone and just ensure that you take the right pauses, don't miss any words, and don't add any new words as well. Okay, and don't speak too fast or too speak too slow. So that's all that you have to need to ensure in your read aloud. And this accounts 33%, which is very important task. So ensure that you practice a lot. So at least practice 10 to 15 read alouds per day before your exam if you're 1 month away, so that you will be in a good touch. And ensure that you read it in on the computer. Okay, so there is a difference between reading it on your pad or your mobile device. The reason being, in a real exam you would be moving on to the next sentence from right to left. So you shouldn't be giving a pause when you move from your first line to the second line when you're reading it on the computer. So these small things actually make a big difference in your real PT exam. So ensure you always practice it on your computer unless and until you don't have a device, a portable device with you. So focus a lot on read aloud. Next is repeat sentence. Yes, this is again very important. So the strategy which I followed here is I went over a lot of YouTube prediction files for the respective month. Say you're writing on December, go over, just search for PTE prediction materials for November for repeat sentence. You will get few videos from Language Academy and many more sites. So just like how you listen to songs, ensure you listen to the repeat sentence. All you have to do is just put it into a play mode. You can even lie down, as and when they say a sentence, just try to repeat it. And the thing is, automatically your brain adjusts in such a way that if you practice like 100, and that is not a lot, trust me. If you go over a 1 hour video, it actually 1.5 hours video, you can actually cover like 70 to 80 repeat sentences. Okay, so that's not a lot. And I would have practiced at least 400, to be honest. I felt it is more comfortable to go over YouTube videos and listen to the audio, get familiar with the tone, get familiar with the pace at which it gets repeated. So ensure that you practice repeat sentence a lot. Describe image is pretty simple. All you have to do is just follow the template which is available in the Language Academy. I followed the one which is in Language Academy. Retail lecture, you just have to repeat whatever they have said. So note taking strategy is the most important in retail lecture. So I don't see any other strategy in retail lecture apart from just noting down what the speaker is saying on your notepad and just reading it out. Answer the short question. Again, it's just 5%. You don't spend too much time on it. All you have to do is before your exam, like a week before the exam, go over the prediction materials which is there in AP Uni. The prediction file, there would be close to 300 to 400 questions. Ensure that you go over them and you uh, I would not say mug it up, but at least try to understand and remember it. Okay. So next is listening. So here, if you see the I weightage task, or repeat sentence, fill in the blanks, highlight incorrect words, and write from dictation. So repeat sentence and fill in the blanks is something most people concentrate, but people don't concentrate on highlight incorrect words and sometimes write from dictation. And these are really, really important. So ensure you spend much time, and whenever you work on highlight incorrect words, ensure it's pretty easy if you practice. Ensure you don't miss out any words. Be very keen with the S sound or H sound at the end, and speak along with the speaker, so that whenever you see a difference between what you speak and what you heard from the speaker, you get to know that it's an incorrect word, so that way you can highlight it. So it's just practice, and write from dictation, again you can practice it on APUni or Language Academy. Practice a lot so that you can get to know the strategy yourself, because different strategies work for different people. So I'll be posting more such videos for each one of these task types. What is this exact strategy that I followed for each one of these task types? But with respect to listening, ensure that you practice lots and lots of repeat sentence, fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks, you go over your spellings, ensure that you got the right spellings, listen carefully with respect to S and H sounds, and highlight incorrect words and write from dictation. So if you're going low on your listening, it's definitely because of one of these tasks. Because other tasks, if you see, all contribute to 4, 2%, 1%, which all adds up to less than even 15%, right? So the majority of your marks comes from these four different listening task types. So ensure that you ace them out. Next comes writing. So writing, as you can see, fill in the blanks is 25% and write from dictation is 28. And again, fill in the blanks listening is 18%. So spend most of your time on these three different tasks in case if you have scored less. Okay. And then move on to the essay, which accounts to 17%. Um, so I would suggest, based on the weightage of these tasks, limit your practice based on this weightage percentage. For example, if your weightage is 28% for writing and you're lacking in writing, ensure you practice a lot of write from dictation. Okay. And then followed by fill in the blanks, which is 25%, and then fill in the blanks listening 18%, and write the essay 17%. It doesn't mean you don't prepare for other task types. For example, summarize written text or summarize spoken text. They are also important, but the amount of time that you spend in practice, ensure that you go by this particular order based on the percentage which is written here. That way, even if you miss on the low weightage task, you can always catch it up in the high weightage task. Okay. Then followed by reading. Reading is something which many people find it really, really hard. So, but most people fail to understand that if you can get your read alouds right, which is very easy, providing that you follow the right techniques, you don't freak out in your exam. Then, since it's the first task that you get in your real exam, um, 27% is something that you can easily get it out. Okay, next comes this fill in the blanks, reading, and also reading and writing. So for this, you have to practice a lot. I would advise you practice 30 I mean 30 fill in the blanks every day, both reading as well as reading and writing. And whenever you do a mistake, ensure that you note it down, uh, so that you can just revise it before your exam. And whenever you get it wrong, also always try to understand why I've got it wrong. Is it because of this co-location? If it is because of co-location, it makes sense to actually write it down. If it is because of your grammar rule, or if you have missed it based on the context, then that is not something which you can write down and memorize, right? Because you're not going to get the same question in your exam. So unless you understand the basic principles or basic strategies behind these task type, you would not be able to ace it. So whenever you make a mistake due to grammar, or because you didn't understand the context correctly, so you picked the wrong word, in those cases it is very essential that you go back and understand why you have got it wrong, so that you can correct it next time. If it is not on the same question, at least on a similar context question, you can get it right easily. So focus heavily on these fill in the blanks, reading and writing, and read aloud. followed by highlight incorrect words. So these are the high weightage components for reading. So many people ask me, how do I improve my reading score, right? The first thing that you need to know is where you're lacking in your reading. So there are four different task types which are here in reading. So you need to know which reading task type that you are actually lacking so that you can further improvise, right? If you're lacking in read aloud, then again within read aloud you need to know where you're lacking. Is it on the content, is it on the fluency, or is it on the pronunciation? Again, when it comes to fill in the blanks, you need to know whether you're lacking in grammar or co-location, or you're not able to understand the context, or is it because of time management. So these are the things which you need to further drill down from where you're lacking, so that you can spend more time and focus on those lacking areas, thereby you can improve your score. There is no point again and again practicing lots and lots of materials, asking people which prediction file is best, which practice materials that I can follow. No, the fundamental thing is following the right strategy, working on your weak areas, and within your weak areas, again find out, further drill it down to which weak area you're actually lacking on. Okay, so I'll be posting more such videos for each one of these strategies. So do subscribe my video, do like my video if you would like to continue watching it. Thanks everyone. All the best for your PT exam.